Yeah, and I've thought about that as far as like what gave me the best feels.
Hmm.
Like what
Was it shooting the kids out of the cannon? That game? Because if I played that,
I,
that might have
I
that might have been my game of the
the
year.
only reason that one doesn't qualify is because technically it was last year, not this year. But yeah, the Soul Cannon in the Fuga
That's
metal game, whatever. Yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was
That
that was
sounds
it.
right.
That gave me some feels. Um,
3, 2, 1. This is OGGR. It's all over now.
Gamers and Geeks, welcome to Ogre.
Yeah, old guys Geekly review, episode 21.
21. I can't believe it, Nick.
Yeah,
It's
we can
amazing.
drink.
Yeah, well, I've been drinking all along.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually been a while since I've drank, but I plan to kick back a little bit of moose roll this weekend.
Nice. So
Yeah.
do you imbibe during Thanksgiving?
Sometimes, I guess it just depends on the mood.
No.
But I feel like now that the kids are gonna have their girlfriends and boyfriends over, I can invite them over, beat the shit out of them in Mario Kart, and then send them home sad and drink beer and celebrate while I'm
I
at
know. I'm thinking that's the perfect time to start drinking in
Yeah.
front of the. You got to set an example
it. Yeah,
for the girlfriends and boyfriends.
Yeah.
You got to let them know
Yeah.
what they're in for.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah, I always show my true colors.
No hiding any of this.
Uh-uh.
So yeah, we've got the holidays coming up, and so we're gonna have a 2-week episode here. So you won't have next week for Ogre. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do a rerun episode or something. Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe. But yeah, this is gonna cover 2 weeks all the way through December 8th, and we got the holidays. So Nick, how's your week been?
It's been all right. Really hectic. Lot of Christmas shopping still, waiting for sales, missing lightning deals on Amazon.
Oh, yeah,
the usual.
yeah.
Every year you gotta deal with it.
Yeah, indeed. We're not getting too many things this year. I already got Sarah's big thing, her table and stuff for her. So not much of that. We did have to say goodbye to our bunny this week, so that was a tough call there.
Yeah, it's always hard to lose a little fur baby.
Yeah, mixed emotions about it. Now that we don't have any pets, I've kind of got what I think a lot of people go through with like the empty nest syndrome, where it's both a good and a bad thing.
Yeah.
I get a lot of my house back, but you kind of
It's a little more emptier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I understand that feeling quite a bit.
yeah, so dealing with that, but it's been quite the week.
Yeah. Well, should we hop into it?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go with movies.
Movies.
All right, so I've watched a few movies this week.
All right.
Spirited, the musical
okay.
with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
How could that be bad?
It just wasn't that good.
Oh.
So I'm not a musical fan anyway, but I've got two people that live in my house that are musical fans, and both of them say that they're not going to watch it ever again.
Oh wow! If they're musical fans and they're not, yeah. Ooh, ouch.
I'm not sure that the humor mixes with a musical as well as they would have hoped it would, because I love Ryan Reynolds, I love Will Ferrell, but it just fell flat for me.
Okay.
But some of the songs were kind of catchy.
Not everything can be a winner.
Yep. And then the one that had the most writing on it possibly was A Christmas Story Christmas.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Haven't caught that yet.
Okay, so it's the sequel that could literally ruin my life if it was bad, because the first one came out in 1983.
Yeah.
And I've been watching it every year.
Well, yeah. It's
Yeah.
You watch Christmas Story every year.
Yeah,
Have
and
to.
sometimes on TBS, I just have it running the 24-hour marathon in the background, because that's what they do. Okay, so my kids even love the original.
Yeah.
I've gotten them into it. Yeah, where was I? And apparently there was a sequel that came out in 2012 called A Christmas Story 2, but
God, that's so forgettable. I even forgot about it.
Well, I didn't even know.
I'm pretty sure I remember it coming out now, but I forgot completely about it.
Well, based on the reviews, I'm glad I never knew about it, because it got ranked really low.
Yeah, you just can't catch lightning in a bottle twice.
No, but with the original cast coming back for this movie, most of the original cast, I had to watch it.
Sure.
So, based on that, it was okay. I'm not I wasn't disappointed, but it was centered around a child, and like the overactive imagination.
Yeah.
The narration as an adult, like reflecting back on it. And in this one, he's an adult. He's still got the overactive imagination, and he narrates it as an adult too. So it just kind of doesn't seem as magical to me.
So I guess the question is, next year, are you going to watch
Both of
the
them?
original or both?
The original. Yeah. It's like we have like Home Alones we usually watch. The Ref, and I'm not sure if anybody's not familiar with that movie. It's got Dennis Leary. What's his freaking name? Kevin Spacey, which it was hard to watch it after.
He's controversial.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. So,
but yeah, so that's one of our favorite Christmas movies too, and then Die Hard, obviously.
Yeah.
Walkie Talkie, Die Hard.
Yeah, gotta.
God, what else do we watch? Oh, we watch a lot. Christmas Story. My wife hates A Christmas Story, but I watch that every year when I'm putting the tree up and stuff. So anyway, yeah, those are like
us. When we put the tree up, it's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. That's one we can never decide if we want to watch on Halloween or Christmas.
That's the dilemma. You just watch it
Both
all the time.
times.
Yeah, watch it all the time.
So yeah, I mean, it's not. They didn't deliver the official Red Ryder BB gun to me, and I didn't poke my eye out on it, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But those are the only two things I've watched.
As far as movies go, or
for the movies. Yeah. Did you watch anything?
Movie-wise, documentary.
Oh, what'd you watch?
The Black Panther documentary that they...
I did not watch that.
Yeah, it was a fitting kind of homage to Chadwick Boseman, really.
Oh, yeah.
And all the stuff that he did and represented and stuff. So that was nice.
Yeah.
I tend to watch I'm getting old. I'm watching documentaries more than anything else.
Oh, God, I've been watching them since I was 30. and they're like that. Did you ever watch that My Octopus Teacher on Netflix?
No.
That shit had me just ugly crying by the end of it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. It was beautiful. But, yeah, I mean, it was a beautiful story. So, yeah, tell me more about it. It was just like what he stood for?
Yeah.
Like just a background of him?
Well, I mean, it led up to the movies, too, but it was mostly about Chadwick Boseman and his life and kind of what he did for the movie as well as outside the movie and culture and people involved and the reactions of the actors and cast about his passing and a lot of that stuff.
I know that's like the turning point for me when I started losing my faith in humanity drastically is when he started, like, the pictures of him being sick went around the internet, and just some of the articles and shit that I was seeing on some of these sites, the headlines were disgusting.
Well, no, I didn't get a lot of that, but then again, I try to stay away from a lot of social media. So.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even social media. Like, I found it on, like maybe it was. I guess Reddit is kind of a social media, but it's more like sharing stuff from other sites. And there were like BuzzFeed and Snapchat.
Yeah.
They're like from Black Panther to Crack Panther.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like that. Those are the headlines that are going on, and I just, my God, I've never lost more faith in humanity. So fast in my life.
Well, you gotta stick with the people that lift you up. So
yeah,
so here we are. Nick lifts me up.
Yes,
so.
we're gonna lift your spirits for the holidays. So you watch anything else?
I didn't watch anything, but I've got some movie news. We got some stuff
news
to talk about.
Let's
hit it with. So we had the big Disney CEO change.
Yes, Bob Iger is now CEO again.
Yeah, Chapek is out.
And did you hear why?
Well, I know that Disney only made like $500 million in the last quarter, which is like next to nothing for them. I think it was close to like a 93% drop from the previous quarter. Yeah. So that probably had a lot to do with it.
Well, he was working the books too.
Oh,
a lot of the Disney Channel or the Disney Plus stuff he was saying was on the Disney Channel to kind of change the finances around, which is like a big no-no.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Isn't that like what Exxon, like a kind of
like
what
an Exxon
was
thing?
doing?
Yeah. So I am happy that Iger's back. I mean, Iger brought Marvel, Star Wars, the Fox network over to Disney, Pixar.
And the most important thing is he's saying that he's going to leave decision making up to the creatives.
Yeah,
And
he said multiple times that, and he's a big creative person.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Chapek, who he came from the parks, and he's more of a, I guess what you call a like a supervisor. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
he supervises the parks, the buildings.
Yeah.
You know, he's that kind of. So he maintains.
Yeah.
But Iger was more of a let's bring stuff in, let's add stuff, let's create stuff, and he supports a lot of that. So I think Disney's back on track. Their stock went up almost like 10% on Monday.
Well,
so.
that like leaving the creatives in charge is how you get magic. That's how you get stuff like Arcane. You know,
yeah. So I think it's a good move for Disney. We'll see where they go from here.
Absolutely. You got more news?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's hit it. I got a bunch too.
So we talked about the rumor about MODOK being a robot.
Yeah.
His Funko Pop came out.
Yeah.
He's very robotic.
He's got teeth though.
Yeah. So,
so does Bender does in a way too.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're obviously making MODOK less human. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Yeah, I know how I feel about it. And I don't like it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't be nearly as bad as the Funko Pop looks like it's going to be, but we'll see.
Oh, no joke. Yeah, that looks poopy.
Yeah.
All right, what else do you got for news?
So we got Avatar. James Cameron said that Avatar needs to be in the top 3 highest grossing films of all time to even break even.
Yes, it has to break $2 billion to even turn a profit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think he even said, as far as like movie business, this was like one of the worst things that you could greenlight is this movie. And I have to wonder, like, I've been wondering honestly ever since they decided to do Avatar whether or not this was a good move for Disney.
Well, and he had executives telling him to like cut down the length and stuff, and he told him to get the F out of his office.
3 hours 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And for like comparison, the top movie of all time is Avatar, and it's just shy of $3 billion globally.
So this one has to do really well.
Yeah, this one has to do at least as good as that, but that's been out for a decade.
Yeah.
So
you're
gonna have to do some re-releases.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But that's all I've got for movie news.
All right, so looks like we're getting a new Escape from New York type movie. Not sure if Kurt Russell's gonna be in it or not.
Snake Plissken.
Yeah, a little bit of sad news. Chris Hemsworth found out he has a higher chance of Alzheimer than anybody else. And you and I had this discussion over text, where I can see him stepping down. Like he wants the next Thor outing to be his last Thor movie, and I can kind of see why now. But also something we didn't think about is he really works his body to the max. So I gotta say that is like a huge part of that role, like the stuff we don't see behind the scenes. So if he does other roles and he doesn't have to work out as hard, it might be saving him time. So I don't know if he's going to step back from acting altogether.
My guess is that if he's honest about his reasons, we will only see him occasionally.
Yeah.
He'll kind of fade from the spotlight.
Yeah.
And we'll see him maybe once or twice a year and maybe something. Maybe not even that. But if he wants to just change what he's doing with acting, then we'll see him in other things. And I can see, Marvel's a big call,
Yeah.
It's a lot of commitment.
Yeah, I love him as Thor, though, man.
Yeah.
I love and speaking of which, we'll touch on this real quick. Oh God, what's his name? I'm gonna have to edit this out because I'm gonna lose. we're gonna lose the rest of our list. Quentin Tarantino. That's it. Okay.
Quentin Tarantino.
So he's saying we don't go to the theaters to see the actors. We go to the theaters to see the superheroes. He's very vocal about
the actor who plays Sam Wilson.
Oh, Falcon. Yeah.
He agreed with Tarantino.
See, I do and I don't. Like Sima Liu, the Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
He said that he loved the golden age of movies and stuff, but it was white. There was hardly any people of color in it.
Yeah.
But I asked Quentin Tarantino if I'm going to see specifically like Captain America or Wolverine.
Yeah.
Why do I not want Hugh Jackman replaced as Wolverine? Why do I not want Chris Evans replaced?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And I would say that I'm about 50-50 on that. Because honestly, I never have liked Captain America.
Yeah.
But I like Chris Evans.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he's opened the cookie jar and he's got the top layer.
Yeah.
And he needs to do a little bit more digging down.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more complicated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing. It's not as cut and dry as just you're going to see these characters and not the actors.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of both going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, so if somebody I really liked was playing a character like Captain America or some other thing that I wasn't excited about, I might go see the movie just because of the actor.
Like Anna Taylor-Joy for Magic.
Which I like both. But yeah, if the right actor is in a role that I probably would normally pass up, then I'll probably go see it.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a character I really like, but I'm not exactly sold on the actor, I still might go see it.
Yeah, see, it took me 2 movies to get sold on Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have taken me more. Because with the Avengers, I don't know the order of all that stuff. might have took me more. It took me to Ragnarok to like him. Really like him.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of an actor that I don't particularly care for.
Kevin Spacey.
Okay, so let's say I like Kevin Spacey.
I like him as an actor, but as a person, he's kind of garbage from what I'm hearing.
Okay, so let's say that Kevin Spacey did we had Omega Red. I don't
Oh, God.
Would you go see Kevin Spacey as Omega Red? I know you like Omega Red. He hasn't been in there yet.
And I don't like him as a person, but that guy can act.
Oh, yeah,
so I think he, like, especially if he brought in some of the deviousness, like the sinister-ish of the House of Cards character, Frank Underwood.
Yeah,
I think is what his name was. If he could do that, my God, I think he'd play pretty good for Omega Red.
Or maybe like a Mr. Sinister or something. Yeah. So I think exactly. Quentin Tarantino's statement is really just kind of, it's only the surface.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of iceberg underneath it.
Yeah.
Yes. Blade has found a new director and should start filming next year in July. And I'm hoping that there's a better script. And it sounds like they've made changes.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they find a good place for Blade. It'd be a shame to not do him justice.
Yeah, especially after the success of the first trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Terry Crews has volunteered himself as tribute for the Gears of War movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so I would like that if he plays Coltrane.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds has apparently wrote a Deadpool Christmas movie that has not been made. And I'm kind of hoping next year for Christmas we might see a Deadpool Christmas.
I would be all for that. And I'm just imagining he probably wrote it on napkins or
probably
and toilet paper.
Yeah, that would automatically be added to my Christmas every year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What we got? Next Alien movie. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't.
So it's gonna follow an adult Newt.
An adult nude?
Yeah, Newt. Newt. Like Newt, as she grew up, is going to be the star of this.
Oh, okay.
But it's not the same actress. I didn't write down the actress's name because I didn't know her, and I was going to look it up, but I didn't have time to.
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel like that's kind of where Aliens franchise fell off. So if they're going to pick it up from Aliens 2 and do that kind of story, I'm all for it.
Game over, man. Game over.
I just watched it last night.
Oh, yeah.
Fast X.
Speaking of another great multi-million-dollar movie that Bill Paxton was in. So.
Oh, yeah, God. Yeah, he was great.
I know.
He was so great. God, Weird Science.
Yeah.
Chat.
Just everything. Yeah. Bill Paxton's in every good movie.
Yeah. True Lies.
You can't fail. You can't fail.
Fast X, or Fast and Furious 10, is on track to be the 4th most expensive movie ever made.
You know, Avatar's like, hold my beer.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think Fast X is the ones that are saying, hold my beer. Because last movie, they went to space. So where do they go from there?
I don't know.
Hell?
I don't know, but
they're going to take down the devil.
Fast X and Avatar are going to be spending everybody's money.
Apparently, there was a Bruce Almighty sequel that I just learned about that wasn't made, but it's where Bruce got the devil's powers.
Oh, okay.
And it was called Brucifer. I thought it, and
that sounds pretty cool. Actually.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Ooh. So you've heard the Indiana Jones 5 test screenings weren't so good?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hadn't really dug into that. No.
Okay, I think I mentioned it last podcast. I don't remember.
You
but...
mentioned Indiana Jones 5, but I don't think we dug into the screenings.
Yeah. Well, now they've achieved a new visual effects technology is de-aging him about 40 years.
Okay.
He's gonna look about the same he did in the original trilogy in this new movie. We're promised that it's not gonna suck, but
I'm not gonna put any money down on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure because after seeing what was it, The Samaritan, how they de-aged Sylvester Stallone, it was just terrible.
Yeah. I wouldn't count on that being special.
Yeah. Okay, and the plot for Avengers Kang Dynasty has leaked, as well as a list of the Avengers that are going to be in the movie.
Isn't that rumors, though?
I guess kind of rumorish.
I really think that's a rumor. I'm really not sold on this one yet, but we'll see. So who are they talking about?
Okay, so do you just want a cast list, or do you want a cast list and sort of what they're doing?
Yeah, let's hit it with whatever. Yeah.
All right, let me see. Okay, so Captain America, Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
Loki, Tom Hiddleston. Sylvie, she's going to be in it. Okay. Ant-Man and Wasp. And all those are going to be the leading roles of the movie because they've had the most time with Kang, which makes sense to me.
Yeah. Except for Anthony Mackie, I'm down with the other four definitely. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe not definitely, but they have close ties to Kang.
Yes.
I'm not sure where Anthony Mackie is going to get a close tie to Kang.
Yeah, that I'm kind of confused about as well. So I wonder if he makes a cameo appearance in Ant-Man and the Wasp, if this list is going to be true.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Captain Marvel and Wonder Man and Shang-Chi.
See, I'm...
But remember, this is coming 2 years from now?
4.
The Kang Dynasty?
Kang Dynasty's 4 years away.
So there's a lot that could happen.
Yeah, I don't even think they've started writing the script on this thing yet. I think they've just got ideas.
Yeah, maybe like a storyboard or something, put together loose ideas.
Yeah, this is why I'm questioning it mostly, because we've still got unannounced movies that come out before it.
Yeah.
Like 6 unannounced Marvel movies that are coming before this one.
Like, that's why we're getting Wonder Man. You know, that's why they're saying Wonder Man's going to be in it. And there's so much more.
Okay.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, let's see. Okay. I'm doubting Captain Marvel, because I think she's done.
After the Marvels?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's my prediction.
Okay, we got Kate Bishop.
Okay.
And she's supposedly going to bring Clint Barton out of retirement. Jeremy Renner.
I have to say, I'm going to call shenanigans. I'm still saying he's a Skrull already.
Okay.
And already done.
All right. Spider-Man alongside Daredevil.
Okay, so this is... that's going to be interesting, breaching the Spider-Man contract, because now you got Sony involved.
Yeah. But he was there for... Was he there for the last event?
Was he?
Yeah, Endgame and Infinity War. Spider-Man.
Just like as a cameo?
No.
Was he involved?
He was a big part of Infinity War.
Was he? I don't
know. And then Endgame towards the end.
They all blur.
Yeah. Let's see. Doctor Strange and Clea. Charlize Theron at the end of the last movie.
Okay.
They discover Kang along their journey to stop an incursion.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, we got Miss Marvel, Thor, Chris Hemsworth, which may change.
I know. I'm like, because Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. We've been talking about him being done.
This leaked before all that news came about.
That's why I'm still questioning this.
No, I know. I'm just reading it because I'm excited for it. She-Hulk.
Okay.
Black Panther, Letitia Wright.
Okay.
And Moon Knight with Blade, Wanda, and Jack, who I don't know who Jack is. I don't think.
Swordman. From Hawkeye.
The Swordman from Hawkeye. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. And then we've got... Oh, I gotta go to the next page. I'm trying to scroll. I took screenshots. Reed Richards appears as Doctor Strange wants to create his own Illuminati after he had seen on Earth 838 I'm thinking in the Multiverse of Madness. So Doctor Strange is approaching everybody else.
And he does play that role in the comics a little bit as organizer.
Okay. So the other people he might approach is Captain Marvel, Captain America, Deadpool, Loki, and Ant-Man because of their experience or because the variants of these heroes were on the 838's team.
Interesting.
And then a small Nova cameo.
Okay.
And then, you know how we were talking about how James Gunn didn't bring him into Guardians of the Galaxy? It's because he only wanted one human being in the Guardians.
Oh.
Like one main human.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, I don't know, I thought that was really... Like, I got excited once I saw Nova, once I saw Deadpool, once I saw that we're going to get more Moon Knight and She-Hulk.
Yeah, my skepticism is because it's so far out still.
Yeah,
we've still got
lot can change.
Yeah, lot can change. I'm skeptical just because we're still 4 years away and we've still got unannounced movies in between. We got like 6 Marvel movies for Phase 6 that haven't even been announced that come before that. So I'm still skeptical about all those castings, particularly about Thor, particularly about Captain Marvel. Definitely skeptical about those.
Yeah. All right, let's go into television.
We got movies as far as what's coming up, and then we can move into TV. Black Panther, #1 again at the box office.
Yeah, man, it's really good.
Yeah. I imagine it. So next weekend sets up a battle between the third week of Black Panther and the first week of Strange World, the new Disney movie.
Yeah, I've heard that's not doing very good.
I don't really have any excitement for it.
I don't either. It just doesn't seem as magical as some of their older movies.
So will Black Panther remain #1 in its third week against a brand new Disney movie?
I think it will, and I think the only way it's going to get dethroned is when Avatar comes.
I'm doubting. I'm thinking the Strange World will take it just because of the kid factor. Just because it's like one of the only kid movies that's out.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking Strange World will take it just because of that factor. And then it'd fall off. Maybe Black Panther take week 4. We'll see. So we'll see about that. And the menu was out. It made $9 million, so decent showing for that. On December 2nd, we've got Violent Night, the David Harbour Santa Claus Kicks Much Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to see that. That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, that's gonna be a busy week for me. Oh my god.
The dark horse for that weekend is the Quintessential Quintuplets Movie. I know. If I loved the first season, but second season because they didn't do any change.
Yeah.
They basically went back to square one. But if they had evolved the characters, it could have been good. But they didn't. So, and I imagine the movie's probably the same thing where the characters are just like they are. So,
yeah. They'll make a lot of progress by the end, and then it's not canon.
Yeah, something like that. We've got a limited release of Dark Crystal showing up in theaters on the 4th. A limited release of Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.01 thrice upon time.
That was great. Yeah. I love the way they wrapped that up.
So that's going to be hitting theaters on the 6th. And the 9th, we get The Whale, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. He was GQ's Man of the Year.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
No, it couldn't.
All right, and that's all I got for upcoming movies.
All right, let's move on to television.
Television.
All right, so the only thing I watched television-wise is the new Rick and Morty episode.
I know I saw something about that, but I haven't seen it. So how was it?
Pretty good. Very meta.
Okay.
Extremely
that's what I saw.
meta.
It was like one of the most meta episodes they've done.
Yeah, and a few callbacks. I like how they don't forget about the past. They bring it back. Even the bad stuff they'll bring back.
Oh, okay.
So kind of nice.
Incest baby show up?
No, but there is someone from last season does. Actually, a couple people from last season does. Really good. Really good. I don't want to spoil it for you. Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'll probably watch the whole season once it's
done.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I've watched.
I watched Andor.
Mm-hmm.
Continues to be great. So we get our final tonight. Final Andor episode.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool to watch. I'm looking forward to that. And
this season.
Other than that, I've been watching Orville. Just catching up on
God,
Orville.
yeah, that's a good show. And it just moved to Hulu, didn't it?
It's on Disney Plus now.
Oh, it's on Disney Plus. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll have to watch the third season because I haven't seen the third season yet.
Yeah, I'm in season 2 now.
Okay.
And for me, it's one of those hit or miss shows. I like most of the episodes. Sometimes I'm like, but wait, I'm enjoying it enough.
Mm-hmm.
We got TV news. Netflix is having to pull a lot of shows because of their ad-supported tier. They're losing a lot of anime because of conflict of contract, I guess. So they're losing Attack on Titan probably and several others because, well, a lot of the anime, they show ad-supported episodes on other places.
Yeah.
So I think the contract with Netflix, if I'm getting this right, is
they can't show it with the ad support.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
you know what? They're just digging the hole even further. Because I know my kids literally only watch Netflix for maybe one show, and then they'll check out new animes on there that they haven't seen, and that's it.
Yeah.
And if they're going to lose their animes,
Netflix doesn't need to lose any more content.
No, God, no.
It's going to be tough on them.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio has said that Echo is going to lead directly into Daredevil.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I figured it probably would, but it's nice to have confirmation about it.
Yeah.
And anytime that they're going to be directly tying these Marvel shows together, I will definitely support because I'm kind of tired of the one-offs.
Yeah, he's also said that every episode of Daredevil is going to leave you hungry for the next one.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, he said it's going to be basically pretty next level. So I'm pretty,
looking forward to
that. That dude is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
He is an actor I would go see in anything.
Yeah, even if you didn't like the character, just because D'Onofrio's there. I'm right there with you with that.
Yeah, he could play
amazing.
Strawberry Shortcake and I'd go see
God, I would so see D'Onofrio as Strawberry Shortcake. D'Onofrio as Strawberry Shortcake.
Rainbow Bright. She-Ra.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't know why I said all girls there. Cringer from Battle Cat.
Maybe you just want to see D'Onofrio in drag.
Maybe. Yeah.
I
think I got to see that in the movie The Cell.
Okay, yeah.
That's one of them. I love that movie. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail us.
Well, now we're all just thinking about D'Onofrio in drag, so yeah, we're occupied. New shows coming up. We got Willow.
Yes.
So looking forward to Willow.
Oh, we forgot to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy in the movies. The Christmas special's coming up this week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is it this week?
It's either this week or next week.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was hitting that early. I didn't have that on my list. But yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Yeah,
I'm all for that.
Let me look it up real quick, and if I'm wrong, we'll edit it out.
Yeah. December 5th, we get the third season of His Dark Materials with Daphne Keane, X-23 from Logan, and she's also going to be in the new Star Wars Acolyte series. We've got December 8th, the fourth season of Doom Patrol, unless HBO continues to cancel things. We've got Doom Patrol coming up.
2 days it comes out.
Oh, okay. Guardians. Wow, Guardians in 2 days. I'll be watching that over the weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Very, very excited about that.
Mm.
And that's all I've got for TV.
All right, I got a few. Amazon is planning on making a bunch of shows owned by Sony. Sony's owned Marvel properties. Starting with Silk, Spider Society.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that because I've got like 20 issues of her first appearance that I'm waiting to go up in price.
Oh God, well, you might be in luck. If they handle it good, you might be in luck.
Yeah.
If they handle it poorly, you might just want to feed it to your shredder.
No, actually, even just news that it's happening will make the comics prices go up. So.
Andor Season 2 has already begun filming. Just a few days ago, it just started, and it's going to continue filming into next summer.
Oh, okay.
So, it looks like might be a pretty long season. Just like this one is.
The first season was amazing, so, yeah.
We got potential plot points for Agatha Coven of Chaos's leak, so it's basically saying it just continues where WandaVision leaves off.
Okay.
And then, more sad news, Jason David Frank has passed away. The actor that played the Green and White Ranger, Power Ranger, Green Ranger. Yeah, and he's like come back for pretty much all the other Mighty Morphin Power Ranger stuff, or worked behind the scenes. I don't know. I felt like it was childish by the time it came out. I was just like towards the end of middle school.
Oh yeah, and I was way too old for Power Rangers when it came out. So.
Yeah. But I will say, if you having any mental issues or anything like that, try to get some help.
Yeah, there is no weakness in looking for help.
Yeah, actually, it shows more strength than
Yeah.
what you might think.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got for TV.
Okay. Anime?
Anime.
I have nothing.
Just a couple of. I want to make some notes of Funimation continues to put stuff on Crunchyroll pretty much every Tuesday. You're getting about 10 shows that move over from Funimation to Crunchyroll. And this week we got a couple of notable ones. XL Saga.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
I know.
I've never met anybody that likes that as much as me.
It's wacky.
Yeah.
It's silly. It's fun. So XL Saga is a nice classic anime that's moving over. More recent, we've got Diary of Our Days at Breakwater. Excellent anime. Great story. Very much a slice of life. Good anime that came from Funimation over to Crunchyroll. I haven't mentioned these because I'm not currently watching them, but the dubs for Chainsaw Man are out to 4.
Okay.
So if you're wanting to catch the dub for Chainsaw Man, it's about a third of the way through the season, and then the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting is also in dub.
Yeah. Okay.
So those are some fun ones that even though I'm not currently watching them, other people may be interested in them, and they're in dub. So that's all I've got for anime.
Okay. Let's move on to video games.
Video games.
This is gonna be a big section.
Well, yeah.
So what are you obviously playing?
God of War.
Yeah, God of War.
Yeah.
I am very, very early on in the game. But
Yeah, I wish Dylan was able to join us for this one because he's played more than I have.
yeah.
And so he's got some good insight onto the majority of the game.
Yeah. Does look pretty
It's
pretty
beautiful.
badass.
It
Oh my
is
God.
a beautiful game. I think the more I've played it, the more as far as Game of the Year awards and stuff coming up, if I was to give what is the most graphically advanced game, I'd have to say God of War.
Yeah, didn't the Golden Joystick, all the award winners come out last night or this morning?
Oh, did they? I
Yeah.
haven't paid attention to that.
I think Metal Hellsinger did win the best audio.
Oh, okay.
For
Which
that.
it's got to.
Yeah. And then Stray won Game of the Year for PlayStation.
Okay.
Elden Ring is the ultimate Game of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So they chose Elden Ring over God of War.
Yeah, for those awards, I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of different awards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or people that hand out awards.
We're gonna make our own.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about our Game of the Year, and it's hard to pick a Game of the Year just because all these games are good.
Wasn't hard for me. I basically shared it to Ogre, my
Okay.
opinions.
Yeah. Well, I saw.
The other guy is Kratos.
Yeah. For me, it's harder to pick Game of the Year just because I feel like all of them deserve Game of the Year based on how you look at the qualifications of what makes a Game of the Year.
Yeah, and I just base it off my own opinions and what gave me the most enjoyment, the most fulfillment.
Yeah, exactly.
And I really liked Elden Ring, but Stray was just so special to me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
Yeah, and I've thought about that as far as like what gave me the best feels.
Mm-hmm.
Like what
Was it shooting the kids out of the cannon? That game? Because if I played that, that might have been my game of the year.
the only reason that one doesn't qualify is because technically it was last year, not this year. But yeah, the soul cannon in the Fuga metal game, whatever.
Yeah.
That
sounds right.
They gave me some feels. But honestly, I think if I was to go from a feels perspective, it would be Elden Ring so far. Just
Really?
Because,
because
for
you're putting
me,
yourself in the story, kind of.
Yeah. Just from the feels perspective, from like how much effort and creativity and just like from a technical standpoint, it'd be God of War.
Yeah.
But I don't feel quite as connected to God of War as I did Elden Ring.
Right.
Just from that feels, and I'm an exploration kind of guy, and God of War doesn't have quite as much natural exploration as Elden Ring does.
Right.
So
And if Stray didn't come out, Elden Ring would have been mine too. Just because the create a character and putting yourself in the story is something I'm all about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I totally get where you're coming from. Yeah.
Definitely different reasons for any of those to be game of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, we got that. News. Apparently the last Pokemon Generation 9 Scarlet and Violet is getting some bad reviews.
Oh, there's people asking for refunds by like just truckloads, maybe busloads. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that it's just way too early, unpolished, lots of glitches.
They're getting cash grabby. They're trying to release a game every year.
Yeah.
And I guess they don't even have voice acting in this one.
Probably not.
Yeah.
A lot of the Japanese studios have decided it's not worth the effort.
Well, if you're going to shortchange your fan base,
yep.
Get ready for the backlash, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Man. So if you might be better off getting one of the previous Pokemon games if you haven't gotten those. What, Arceus?
Arceus is actually a pretty good experience. I'm not sure if it has voice acting, but my wife played that almost nonstop.
Yeah, so maybe hold off on Scarlet and Violet for a while.
Let's see. Thanks to the overwhelming support of the Legacy of Kain buzz, the franchise is definitely coming back.
Yes.
Midnight Suns is getting some extremely positive reviews.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's really too bad that they're coming out so late because they might be a Game of the Year contender.
Yeah.
December 2nd for that one.
Yeah, I think Need for Speed comes out the same day. So and then the Santa Claus movie with David Harbour is coming out the same day. So
yeah, lots of stuff.
It's gonna be busy.
December 2nd. Yeah, lots of stuff. Also December 2nd, Callisto Protocols from the studio that made Dead Space is coming out. So that's another big one.
Yeah, I've heard that one is really something to look forward to.
Yeah. And I'm more of a strategy guy, so I'll probably go Midnight Suns. But if you're into third-person, horror-driven story games, then Callisto Protocol is probably right up there too.
We got
to check out.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden is getting a reboot.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I got some interesting news on Marvel Snap, like how the you know how I covered the collector's tokens.
Yeah.
So I found out they released something this morning. I read it all. I know how it works.
Okay.
But I got to tell you, I finally got Deadpool. I finally got the card Deadpool. Nothing that synergizes with him very well, but I got him.
Yeah, and I'm Marvel Snap. I've gotten to that point where I expected this to happen, where because of it's all about the cards you have.
Yeah.
Where in the previous couple of pulls, everybody pretty much had the same cards, and you were seeing the same kind of decks. Now it's the people who have those cards and those really good combos are the ones that are frustrating to play because you don't have those cards.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, I'd love to play that deck, but I don't have that.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
It's because pool 3 is so incredibly big.
Yeah.
Why they wouldn't have kept like the card pools about the same amount is beyond me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God. But there might be a little reprieve for you. So the new shop, it's going to be a new shop section. And you're going to be able to get either quantities of 100 to 400 out of the collector's caches.
Okay.
As you climb the collector's levels, starting at 500 is when you start getting those. Let's see. Once you get all the... Wait a second. If you finish the Series 3 pool, your chances go up to 25% to get a 400 collector's tokens. I don't know why I didn't write that, or maybe I'm just lost in my notes.
Honestly, if they would just replace the boosters with something more useful, that would make me happy, because getting a booster out of those caches is just...
That's what they're replacing them with.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're not going to get any more boosters. Series 4 and 5 cards have also been announced.
Okay.
And that's like Titania, She-Hulk, Coulson, Maria Hill, the Helicarrier. Let's see. Series 3 cards are going to cost a total of 1,000 in the shop. Series 4 cards are going to cost 3,000 in the shop. And Series 5 cards, which are supposedly the ultra rares, like Thanos, Galactus, that are coming out, those are going to cost 6,000. And over time, the cards will get cheaper as they move down in pools.
Okay.
A few months, I think, is what I read. Maybe a month, maybe a little bit more. Let's see. To celebrate Based on your collection level, you're going to get a gift of either 3,000, 6,000, or 12,000 tokens. 12,000 if you're higher than 3,000 collector's level, which I'm not. I'm going to get 6,000.
Okay, yeah, I'm barely above 500.
Okay, so you're going to get the 3,000. Now, if you're not at 500 yet, if you're playing before they do this patch, you'll get 500, or you'll get the 3,000 as soon as you hit 500. Okay, and the way this shop is going to work, so this is how you can target the cards that you want.
Right.
Every once in a while, like the shop is going to renew itself every day.
Oh, okay.
And you have the option to pin cards that you want until you can afford them. So they just stay in the shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll make it a little easier.
Yeah. So I thought that's a better system than I could have came up with, I think.
Yeah, I'm still feeling a little bit of frustration being a free-to-play player versus people who've obviously gotten a lot more card options than I have.
Yeah. If they could do something about that, and it sounds like they might, because the pool 4 and the pool 5 cards that they've shown are very like there was 12 cards that they showed out of all of it. And then we got a leak for next season is going to be more like Khazar themed. So like his counter girl or that sidekick girl. I don't know.
Sheena.
Yeah, I don't know much about her. I don't know if she's
Sheena?
I don't know
sexy.
if she's. Yeah, she is. And then his tiger or whatever. Or
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, and maybe Sauron. I don't know. Maybe he's Savage Land, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Maybe it's Savage Land theme next season.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. All right. You got anything else?
Just that Epic Games free game for next week is going to be Star Wars Squadron.
Oh.
So very nice free game coming up.
Yeah.
And I don't have the one after that. But we're doing a 2-week episode, and they only release these a week in advance. So I don't know what the next one's going to be, but there'll be another one 1st of December. Another free game. Check out there. And that's all I've got for video games.
All right, you got anything for other? I think we've already covered.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of that stuff. I've just got one rumor.
All right, yeah, I got 3.
The rumor mill.
Ooh, okay. Let's hit yours.
All right, you want to explain how the rumor game goes?
Yeah, the rumor game. So we take the rumor and we give the rumor a score about how likely we think the rumor is to happen, and then we give it a score about how much we want it to happen.
Yes.
And feel free to go to the Facebook. We'll post something about episode 21 and give us your predictions, how likely the rumor is, or comments about anything we've said on the episode.
Yeah. All right, so starting off, we got James Gunn. We know that he's working with DC now. He's the head of their film studio. He's hinted at Jason Momoa becoming Lobo in future DC films.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Which I feel like that's a much more fitting role for him.
Than Aquaman?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, it is strange that they would recast somebody who's already got a role, though.
That's my hang-up.
Yeah.
Because and it seems like a lot of people liked him as Aquaman.
Yeah.
So that makes it even more.
Yeah. I mean, if Aquaman had totally bombed, then that's one thing. But a lot of people like him as Aquaman.
Yeah. And James Gunn, I don't feel like that guy's got his own original ideas and stuff. So I don't think he's going to do some sort of multiverse shit to make it happen.
Well, DC does have that option too. But yeah, I'm with you there. I don't know. I don't know if I want that to happen or not. As far as a rumor, I don't think it'll happen. Because that's just something, recasting characters in the same universe is very unusual.
Well, what if they don't? What if this is like a brand new start? What if Black Adam is the brand new start to the new DC universe?
I mean, if that was to happen, yeah, but I don't see that happening either.
Yeah, I don't either.
So
I don't know. If that's the route they're going, I could see it happening. Do I want it to happen? Hell yeah. I think he's kind of he just looks the part.
Oh sure, yeah. I'd love to see him as Lobo. So do I want it to happen? Sure, yeah, but I don't think it will.
All right, let's go on with Channing Tatum's Gambit. We'll make a brief appearance in Deadpool 3.
I think Deadpool's likely to bring that in. I'm going to give it a 6.
Yeah, definitely.
Still some doubt about it, but I'd like to see it happen.
Let's see, the other big rumor that I'm a little excited for. You didn't seem very excited for because I just had to share it as soon as I read it. Sentry is going to be the big bad in Thunderbolts.
Yeah, and
Now I don't know much about Sentry. Did his power come all at once, or was it kind of gradual and growing? Because I thought the Void gained power over time. It's a complicated character.
Yeah, I love the character. I think a one-shot movie with Sentry wouldn't do him justice. And I think as like a one-shot villain, it's even worse. It's like MODOK as a robot, kind of bad. As a he's the villain of the series, and you don't get to dive into his psychological trauma and the reason that So I think Sentry deserves more than that, and I think there are too many Marvel characters as there is right now to be introducing more.
But I
love Sentry.
I dove in a little bit, and I was looking at what all Sentry was involved in during in the comic books.
Yes,
he was involved in Secret Invasion.
Yes,
he was. He's involved in a lot.
Yeah, he is.
And oh man, because weren't they talking about? No, they were talking about Henry Cavill being Hyperion, right?
Right.
Okay. Who would you pick to play Sentry? Like if you had
Kevin Spacey,
Vincent D'Onofrio,
Steve Buscemi.
Really?
No, I'm just throwing stuff
maybe
out
before
there.
he takes the serum.
Yeah. You need somebody who is got that kind of background crazy, could snap at any moment, but is like wholesome and easy to trust on the surface. So that's going to be a hard one.
How old is he?
Sentry?
Yeah.
He usually plays, as far as the comics go, he's usually represented as somebody in his probably late 30s, maybe early 30s, because he's got a wife. He's kind of got an established...
Yeah.
He's kind of got that established, my life is kind of, normal and mundane kind of setup. But behind all that, he's got that mental instability. But along with that mental inability, he's got like he's the most powerful person in the universe.
I'm going to throw something out. The actor I would love to see in that role.
All right.
Because he's I feel like he plays exactly what you're describing. Okay. Bryan Cranston.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think he could do it. Especially with the role he did as Walter White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He plays a great, mundane but mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I think he might be a little too old.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But,
we might want somebody just a little bit younger for that role, but you got to have somebody who could play crazy.
Yeah.
Or at least you think he might break at some point.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head.
It's a very complicated character.
Yeah.
I mean...
And Walter White. I will...
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, he's a very good actor.
Yes.
Yeah, he's up there.
He is amazing for what he does. Yeah, Sentry is a very complex character, and I would hate to see him not done in such a way that people get to see that.
Yeah.
If they just play him as a very shallow villain, that would be such a disservice to that character.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he is. Like, I read the Wikipedia on him. I'm sorry, we're going off on Sentry.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I read the Wikipedia on him. He is extremely complicated. He plays both bad and good.
Yeah.
A lot.
And
it's all mental health.
Yeah.
It's all
mental health.
Yeah.
He's Superman if Superman ever went, it's
bipolar.
Yeah. If Superman didn't have his meds for the day, do you want him on the team?
Yeah.
That's Sentry.
Oh yeah, because the Avengers have approached him pretty cautiously for his help.
Yeah.
A lot. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, please, MCU gods don't f this up.
Yeah.
All right. What was your rumor?
So rumor is that Bob Iger plans to sell Disney to Apple.
For real?
That's the rumor.
There is no damn way. That would make Apple like Disney and all its IPs that it owns, like Marvel.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, not
Apple has like $40 billion in cash.
Yeah.
But they've got $90 billion in debt. And Apple is, I don't think Apple is quite big enough to buy Disney now. Especially if it was Disney before the Fox merger,
Yeah.
they might actually be able to do it.
Right.
But when Disney took over Fox, they almost doubled their value.
How have I not heard this rumor?
I don't know. I don't think it's apparently this is coming from one of the Disney Vice execs or something.
And this was after Iger took over.
Yeah, when this came out after Iger took back over. And maybe this person thought Iger's always... Because Iger has connections to Apple.
Okay.
So this is where this rumor is coming from.
I mean, I could see maybe Disney selling an IP, but maybe. I can't see them.
Honestly, I can't even see them selling an IP unless it's unused because they need it for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I can see Apple buying Hasbro. Hasbro's much smaller, and they would get IP for their Apple platform.
Right.
They'd get Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
They'd get Transformers, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony. I can see Apple buying Hasbro before I can see them buying Disney.
Right. But Apple might not be able to do anything with those IPs because I know Transformers has a...
There's movie contracts out already.
Yeah.
So who knows? But that's the rumor.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I give it a low one.
And Apple hasn't, like, after Jobs have left, I don't think they've actually made very fascinating moves in the business. Like, they stick to what they know is going to work.
Yeah, and but they do need IP for their Apple TV to be effective. So I think they're still in the market for something to make that worthwhile for people. They're
passing it all up. They should have bought up Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
They should have bought up, like, pretty much like, all the really popular pop culture-y stuff is already bought.
Yeah.
And the ships might have sailed for them.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. Anyway.
Yeah. So
this has been Ogre.
Yeah, episode 21.
Be good to each other.
Yeah, have a happy holidays.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
This is Ogre.
I'm worried we were going to go over, but we at 57 minutes now.
Oh, that is.
We were talking about